Hey y'all, welcome back to my live show. I'm Shanta Prince, and I work with women coaches and professionals who are building their empires online. And today I want to talk about one of the most important things that it takes to really build a successful online business, whether you're selling courses or coaching or consulting. There's so many things going on in the online space, and there are a few things that I really focus on with my clients the most. Like some of the things that I talk about, like the top things that I talk about, number one is they'll always hear me talking about starting an email list, right? Because having an email list can do so much for your business. But we're not talking about an email list today, but that's just one of the things that I'm always talking about. But the other thing that I'm always talking about with my clients is visibility. And I know that visibility is one of the struggles that a lot of people experience because stepping out is like, okay, well, how do I find my people? How do I connect with the people who need my services? And so, first of all, there are two main ways to do that. Number one is paid. You can pay to get in front of people to find your people, or you can do it organically, which basically means you got to put a little bit of sweat equity into organic connection. So when I talk about visibility in an organic way, I teach a lot of organic strategies with my clients. Even though, yes, you can pay to get to your goal faster, but a lot of my clients are solopreneurs, and right now they're in the building stage. And I always encourage people, hey, lady, thank you so much. I always encourage my clients to save as much money as you can. When you're first starting out, you need to save all the coin you can save because you have expenses and things like that. And I don't like my clients spending money out of their pockets if they don't have to. So the first thing is to get that revenue up and then, pay for certain things. As a matter of fact, I usually don't even recommend running ads until they have an offer that's actually selling organically. That way, when your offer is selling organically, you know it's a proven offer. And then you run ads so you can make make your money back. So one of the things I like to teach organic strategy. I actually used to do advertisements. My clients already know this, but I used to run ads and build funnels as a done for you service, like a long time ago. I don't really do it so much now. I did recently offer a done for you service for my clients recently, but I don't do a lot of done for you services anymore. But I do absolutely can and do understand advertising very well. And the thing is, when you're spending money on advertising and you don't have a proven offer, it could really give your business a big hit. Like, I mean, not like a hit like successful. I mean, like it could really set you back. And I know this because I have done it. Some of my clients have done it where they're spending money. That money for those advertisements are dishing out and they don't have a proven offer yet. And they're not making money back from those advertisements. If you spend $5,000 on ads and then you don't make that money back, it could really cause you to struggle if you are in the very early stages of building your online business. So I want to say that organic, meaning not paid, is very powerful. But the thing is, some people see this, oh, it's taking too long. If you have a steady pace of organic marketing, you'll be amazed at what you can do. Now, let me tell you, organic marketing is so powerful because you're connecting with people, they're seeing you on somebody else's platform, and we'll talk about that in just a little bit. But I did two right, Natasha, you already know a brand ain't the flex. So I did a launch, and I found all of the leads organically. Okay. Now, what a lot of people don't understand is that when you're building an online business, you have to have a lead generation strategy. You have to have a strategy or multiple strategies that you use to find your people and to build your audience full of your people. Now, I found all of my leads organically for this launch, and it was a tiny launch, and it was a $25,000 launch, and it was a very small audience, but they were all organic. So I found these people by connecting with people, talking to people, asking for referrals, and it was a really nice launch. I did another launch right after that one, and then I ran ads. And even though the launch was bigger, it was not nearly as successful. And the reason why is because the people that I brought in the first time, they felt more connected to me. They felt like they knew me better and they trusted me more because I had conversations with them. I connected with them. I single handedly found them and invited them to join me. And the other launch that I did was just me running ads and the ads just automatically bringing people in. Now, I'm not saying ads aren't a good thing to do. As a matter of fact, I'm running ads right now. But if you do run ads, you still need that warm connection with people in order to be successful in anything that you're selling. So I said all that to say that my organic lead generation was more powerful than the ads because of the connection. So I want to tell you that if you're in a place where you're like, listen, I can put some sweat equity in. I'm not in a place to run advertisements right now, but I can put some sweat equity into this thing. Let me get some organic lead generation strategies, some organic audience growth, and those are the things that are going to happen in your business when you are more visible. Now, a lot of people struggle with selling, and it's not because their offer isn't good, it's because they haven't had enough eyes on their brand. And it could cause you to burn out if you're constantly launching to the same people, if you're constantly selling to the same people. If you launch something and then you have a few sales, or if it's as successful as you want to be, and for some people, you only need a few sales. If you are looking to make an extra $1,500 a month and you find 3 clients to pay you $500 a month for 12 months or 6 months, that's a really nice a nice start. So and it's, you can do that with any type of goal. If your program is $1,000 a month and you need, an extra, $5,000 coming in a month, then you just need to go find yourself 5 clients to pay you $1,000 a month. And I think it was the other day, my clients and I were talking about something, and we were talking about Facebook marketing on Facebook. And we talked about, and one of my clients was like, well, I don't know if I could find my people, if I could find enough people. And I was like, there are about 179 million people on, actually, I think it's a lot more than that. Let me see. There are, okay, so I just found some statistics from statista.com. It says the number of monthly active Facebook users worldwide as of the second quarter of this year, you guys, it says roughly, wow, you guys, roughly 3 billion monthly active users as of the second quarter of 2023. So I'm so glad I looked that up because my number was all the way off. I don't know where I saw that 179 at, but that's that's probably very old news. But y'all, 3 billion monthly active users on Facebook. You don't think you could find 20 people to pay you your 20 people who need what you offer and who are willing to pay you 30 people, 50 people, 100 people to pay you every month for the service that you provide? You absolutely can. And so social media gives us a really awesome opportunity to connect with people from all over the world at any given moment. And you can find your people if you're willing to put in a little bit of sweat equity. So today I want to talk about the number one way to organically skyrocket your visibility. And this is something that I have taught my clients and I work with them on. Okay, so the number one way to organically skyrocket your visibility is through collaboration. Collaborating with other people on a regular basis will take your brand and your business to a completely different level. And it's not like every audience growth strategy is a little bit different and has pros and cons. So that's just like with anything, right? Like how you bake cookies, the strategies that you use to bake your cookies. Some people bake differently, right? So for me, I don't really consider myself a baker, even though I like to bake. I get my ingredients out and then I start mixing them together. But I have a friend who like bakes and she's amazing at it. And One day I went to her house and I'm like, why are these eggs on your counter? She's like, I'm getting ready to bake a cake. And I'm like, so what does that do? She's like, I sit my eggs out so they can get room temperature before, before I bake. And I'm like, girl, why you do that? But then I learned something on that day, right? I still don't let my eggs sit out. I still just get them out of the refrigerator and still, to start to bake. But I'm just saying all that to say that the way I bake is not the way, not the way that she bakes, right? So each strategy has, each lead generation strategy, each visibility strategy, they have their pros and cons. And so when you collaborate with other people, and let me just give you an example of what I mean by collaborating, because I'm always encouraging my clients to collaborate. I just told one of my clients a couple of nights ago, I'm like, hey, you need to connect, you need to collaborate. And I encourage them to collaborate with each other because two people together, three people collaborating together, you guys, is so powerful. And it's incredible to join forces with someone else and collaborate with them. It really, I believe that it stirs up abundance when you collaborate with people, because some people don't want to collaborate with others because they feel like, oh, well, that's my competition. And I'm like, that's the perfect person. If a person is your competitor, and I don't mean, when I say competition, I don't mean in a nasty way. I mean like this person is offering something similar to yours. Um, but we do know, let's just be real, we do know that competition, especially with women in business, can be nasty. And that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a person who's offering a product that's similar to yours. That's the perfect person to collaborate with, even though you may reach out to collaborate with them, and but they may be like, I don't want to work with you because you sell something similar to mine. But that's a scarcity mindset, because there is enough success out here for everybody. There's enough success for everyone. And so when you collaborate with other people, there's so many benefits. Number one, you get in front of their audience, so you're getting in front of people who don't know you yet. That's amazing. You're getting in front of people who don't know you. So if I do a collaboration with someone, and I do plenty of collaborations. I go on podcasts, I do live Facebooks with people, I do live YouTubes with people. As a matter of fact, if you go and you type my name in Google, you'll see a lot of different past collaborations that I've done. And so I don't tell my clients to do anything that I haven't done. so so collaboration is a game changer because you're getting in front of somebody else's audience, and that's instant trust. Okay, so if my audience trusts me, you guys trust me because you hang out with me every week, you come back, you watch the replays. And so if I bring somebody on my platform, and I'm picky who I bring on my platform, so and there's a reason for that, because I show up and I'm connecting and I'm serving my audience every single week, and I'm not just gonna throw anybody up here. So if I'm bringing somebody up here, it's because they have some value to bring to you. And so when I bring somebody on my platform, it's instant trust. You trust them instantly because you trust me. When you go on someone else's podcast, and when you go on someone else's video, or when if you're on their live Instagram, on their live Facebook, or live YouTube, or whatever it is, it's instant trust, because a person who they already trust brought you on. So you guys, one of the biggest things you need to have to sell is trust, especially if you're selling high ticket. Now, for me, if I'm buying a $27 ebook, I don't really need to know the person too much, right? But if I'm going to pay $27,000 for a program, I need to be able to trust that person. So a lot of people struggle to sell because they haven't worked to build up trust with their audience yet. And so and that takes time and effort. When you're collaborating with someone, the trust happens almost instantly. When they see your face and they hear your voice, and you start telling your story and giving them some value, it's instant trust, because someone they trust has co-signed for you. And so, guys, that takes a lot of the the effort out of you working so hard to build trust. Okay, so you're getting in front of other people's audience, which is instant trust. Okay. The other benefit of collaborating with other people is you connect with a peer. You connect with another person. You're connecting with a peer, and that peer could become a potential client of yours, or you could become a potential client of theirs, and they could help you do something, change something in your life, change something in your business. And that's beautiful. When you find a person who can do something that you need done, it's an amazing thing. I just made a post about this last night. You're connecting with a person who could be a client, or you may become a client of theirs. The other benefit of connecting with a peer is you may have a new referral partner. When I know people who do certain things, I'm so quick. I had someone reach out to me and she asked me, "Well, can you help me with this?" And I'm like, I could help you with it, but I know somebody who can do it better though. I know somebody who has experience with doing this thing, and I connected them two together, and the sale closed. And so I would not know that person if I had not collaborated with them on something. But because of the collaboration that we had, I know this person, I know what they do, and I know how they do it. And I knew that I was making a good referral to this person, because I don't want to recommend anybody who's not going to do a good job for you. So if I'm recommending somebody, whether it's a person or whether it's a service, I want to recommend the best. Okay. And so, because of that connection, I was able to send a referral to a friend who became a friend through a collaboration. And guess what? She sent me a message and she said, "Hey, you know what? Thank you for sending me that referral. I'm going to send you a referral fee." Listen, I wasn't even doing it for the referral fee. I was doing it because I knew that this person could do it better. And when you collaborate with people on a regular basis, you start to build a really powerful network of people who are movers and shakers. And that right there is priceless. I'm a firm believer when you hear the saying that your net work with a K determines your net worth. I believe that wholeheartedly, because when I started building my network of people who were where I wanted to be, then things started to change for me as well. And this is why I encourage my clients to go collaborate. I even show them how to get booked on other people's platforms, how to get booked on podcasts, how to get booked on other people's stages, how to reach out to somebody you want to collaborate with, what to say, how to follow up, all of that. I show them how to do all of those things because it's very important for the growth of your business. And let's say you're in a place where you're like, "Listen, I'm not in a place to spend money on advertising right now." If you put yourself in a disciplined, if you put yourself on a disciplined schedule of getting booked on other people's platforms, your visibility is going to skyrocket. This should be something that you're working on every week. With my clients, we talk about, okay, this is what you should be focusing on. Because when I was in the Navy, the day was already planned out for me, right? I already had my day planned out, and I would just go to work and just pick up the schedule and just start lining up the schedule. But when I got out of the Navy, I struggled to figure out what to do with my day, because I'm like, I don't have that schedule to lean on. So now I have to figure out like what to do with my time every day. That's why I'm constantly going over this with my clients. Okay, listen, this is what you should be doing each day. This is what you need to accomplish every week to be successful. And I do that because I want them to be able to focus on the things that are moving the needle, not going down some rabbit hole and doing something that's not going to help them, because my number one goal is to help them to make money. So we focus on the things that move the needle. Visibility moves the needle for your business. It moves the needle for your business. Okay. So we talked about the benefits of connecting with a peer. Number one, they may be a potential client, or you may be a potential client of theirs. The other, the other great thing about collaborating with a peer is that they may become a referral partner, and they may send you referrals, and you may be able to send them referrals. And I will tell you this: a lot of people have referral programs where if you bring them a client, they will pay you a referral fee. As a matter of fact, I do the same thing. If I have a client and they bring me another client, and that client joins my program, I pay my clients $500. I pay non-clients $300. So if you're not a client and you refer someone to me, I pay you $300. So a lot of people have referral programs. As a matter of fact, I went on a podcast, and the podcast host runs an ads agency, and she reached out to me. She's like, "Hey, Shanta, if you know anybody who needs help with their ads, send them over, and we'll send you a referral fee." So you'd be surprised at like how many people will pay you for sending them a referral. And the other great thing about connecting or collaborating with a peer is that you may get more opportunities from connecting with that peer. There could be a number of ways that this could happen. First of all, someone may hear you or see you on that specific collaboration, and they may reach out to you to do something special for them. Yep, sure did. Sure did. And I'm like, and I'm listening, and I'm happy to give that money out. If you send me, if you bring me a client, I will pay you happily, right? Cheerfully, right? Because I feel like you just helped me to with my marketing. And guess what? I would have spent that money on advertising or something else anyway, right? So I'd rather pay it to somebody who's helping me. Um, so if you collaborate with someone and someone sees you on that platform, this happens to me all the time. Other people reach out to me and say, "Hey, I saw you on so and so's show. Hey, I've got a show that's coming up, and I would love to have you on the show." I've done podcasts with people who have in turn asked me, "Hey, do you want to do a business venture together where we can make money together?" Right. So collaborating on a live broadcast turned into the opportunity to collaborate on some money making ventures together. And I did another collaboration with a peer, and he turned around and said, "You know what? I know someone who has a show that you will be a great fit for." And guess what? He connected us in a direct message and said, "Hey, this is going to be a great fit." And then I was able to get another visibility opportunity from that. And so there's so many benefits, you guys, to collaborating with people. It is good to be seen. When you have a business, it's good to be seen. You need to be seen, or else you're going to struggle and you're going to be frustrated because you're launching to the same people over and over again. You're going live to the same people over and over again, and there is no growth there. So I'm always encouraging my clients to get out and connect with people so that you can build your business. Another great thing about collaborating is when you start getting booked on for bigger opportunities. And I've said this to my clients over and over and over again. A lot of times when you're looking to get booked for a speaking event, or if you want to get booked on someone's podcast, a lot of times they will ask you, "Well, can you send us a link to a podcast that you've done before? Or can you send us a link to a live show that you've done before?" Why? Because they want to see if you're going to be a good fit for that platform. And if you get started now, you'll start to build a nice track record of collaborating with people. And that is how you can become well known in your niche. Is when people start seeing you everywhere, they see you on this podcast, they saw you on this on this live video, and they see you connecting. It makes all the difference. Now, we didn't even get into getting booked in the media. One of my clients, actually, I have one, two, maybe like three or four clients who actually got booked in the media on different for different opportunities. One of my clients got booked in Mahogany Magazine. We worked on her story. She submitted she pitched the story, and she got selected for to be featured in Mahogany Magazine. I have another client who has been featured in quite a few different magazines. And I have another client who also got a really nice media opportunity. But listen, I'm just talking about like collaborating from person to person. But I have clients who also get booked in the media as well, and that's also something that I teach as well, because it's the exact same strategy. When you're pitching to get on someone's platform, you do the same thing it's the same strategy to get booked in the media. And we talk about those things that they need to have in place, like getting their one sheet together so that they can showcase that when someone asks for it. And just there's a lot of different things to getting booked. But the biggest thing is to have a system or have a plan for how you're going to get booked on other people's platforms, how you're going to collaborate with people, what you're going to say when you reach out to them. Now, if you're looking to get started with collaborating with people more, I would suggest starting with writing a list of 10 people that you want to collaborate with. Write a list of 10, at least 10 people that you want to collaborate with. And this is just the beginning. This is just to get you going. If you don't already have a visibility, an organic plan to collaborate with people on a regular basis, this is just to get you going. Because once you do that, you're going to get in your flow and you'll be able to maintain that. So I recommend starting with writing a list of at least 10 people you want to collaborate with. And then reach out to them and just simply let them know that you're interested in collaborating with them, and let them know what kind of value you can add to their audience. Now, one of the things when I teach on messaging, when I teach on selling, I always talk about the importance of letting people know what's in it for them. If you can learn that one skill, you will be unstoppable. If you can articulate to people what's in it for them, then that is a person who can articulate. You can articulate vision, you can articulate, you can help people to future pace themselves, where you can really lay out what the future could look like for them, when you're talking about, okay, when you work with me, this is the outcome that you're going to get, this is what's in it for you. And so when you collaborate with people, you have to be able to tell them, hey, this is how I'm going to help your audience, this is the value that I'm going to bring to your platform. And that's really what people want to know. They want to know, okay, if I bring you on my platform, then what's in it for me? How are you going to help my audience? How are you going to help me look good, right? Because when people bring on amazing guests, that looks good on, that's a great reflection on their brand as well. So don't be shy about connecting with people and reaching out to the people that you want to collaborate with. You will be surprised at how many people will give you a powerful yes. Like, and you never know. Some of the people you want to collaborate with may want to collaborate with you too, but you won't know that unless you reach out. But in order for you to be successful in this, you've got to have a regular routine of reaching out to people in asking for the collaboration and not being shy about that. Let that be a regular part of your marketing strategy. All right, guys, I did so good today. I'm so proud of myself. I did not keep you for a whole hour. We're coming up on just about a good 30 minutes. So I said I was going to try to get the information out to you in in a shorter manner, because you guys know I love what I do. And you know, when I get to teaching, like, I can just keep going and going and going and going because I'm so passionate about this. But today I'm so proud of myself. I did great. So stay tuned. I have a brand to sales masterclass that's coming up. And I know I talked about that. I think it was last week or the week before, that I do have a brand to sales masterclass coming up. That is my 9-day masterclass where I'm teaching you everything from branding, marketing, selling, creating offers. Listen, all the good stuff is happening in the brand to sales masterclass. Also, remember when I told you earlier that I do pay people for referrals. If you are interested in referring people to me, let me know. I can give you a personalized link where you can help me to spread the word about the brand to sales masterclass. I can give you a link that's tied to you that you can share. And when people sign up through your link, if they join my program, I will send you a referral fee. And so let me know if that's something that you're interested in doing, and we can get you going with your personalized link. But stay tuned for the information on the brand to sales masterclass. I'll be releasing that very soon. And I hope that you have a beautiful Thursday and a great weekend of connecting. Even if you don't know what you're doing, just get out there and try. And I know some people are just so, like, they're concerned about their brand image and what are people going to think about them. Listen, you gotta get going and be okay with making mistakes, right? I've done it, you've done it, we've all done it. And so if you are in a place right now and be like, listen, I know I need to do this. Now, if you're a client or a current client or a former client, you already know how to do this. But if you're not, and you're not, let's say this is totally out of your comfort zone, you're like, listen, I don't really know how to get started. Start with what I told you. Make your list of 10 people that you want to collaborate with. Reach out to them and let them know that you're interested in collaborating with them, and let them know what kind of value you can add to their audience. If you stick to that, if you stick to those very simple instructions, you'll go further than you ever imagine. Okay. All right, you guys. So have a wonderful Thursday of connecting, and just keep focus on connecting with people, building new connections throughout the weekend. And let me know if you connect with some new people. Send me a message and let me know that you connected with somebody or you reached out to somebody, so I can cheer you on. Like, my clients know I'm the biggest cheerleader, and I love when people win. It makes my day. So send me some good news and let me know that you connected with somebody. Other than that, I will see you guys back here next Thursday at the same place and the same time. Have a beautiful weekend, and I'll be seeing you again soon.